Hello everyone. I feel that you all like using computers, isn't it? But before using a computer, we need to learn about it first. So let's identify the parts of a computer. Okay, look at this large box. We call it the system unit. Next, this screen is called display or monitor. If you want to hear sounds, you need to use these. We call them speakers. This device might look familiar to you. It is keyboard. And what is this? Good, this is mouse. Nowadays, many computers have this device. It helps connect to the internet and we call it router. Okay, in our previous lesson, we learned about this cycle. Each task in this cycle is performed with the help of different computer parts. If a part helps to input something into the computer, we call it an input device. If a part helps to produce output, we call it an output device. The processing is done by the central processing unit with the help of the main memory. If a device helps to store data, we call it storage device. Apart from this, we also use computers to share information. The device that helps with this are called communication device. Now, let's learn about these categories in detail. First, input devices. Input devices are part of the computer that help us send data and instructions to the computer. They allow us to type, click, draw, or even talk to the computer. Let's try some examples. Which device helps to input our sounds into the computer? Now remember, speakers give sound out from the computer, not in. So they are not an input device. Then what is this? Good, microphone. We use one device to type letters, numbers and symbols. What is that? Good, keyboard. Now let's do an activity. I have given you some task and you need to find which input device is used for each task. First one, users to click, drag and select things on the screen. What is that? Good, mouse. Second one, helps to copy a printed picture into the computer. What is that? Yes, it is scanner. Third one, helps to capture photos and videos and sends them to the computer. It is webcam. Uses to scan barcodes and input details saved in the barcode into the computer. Then it should be barcode scanner. Very good. Next, let's learn about output devices. Some devices are used to get information out of the computer. We call them output devices. For example, the monitor helps us to see things in a graphical view that are inside the computer. Now, how about the sound? Which device helps you hear the sound from the computer? Good, speakers. Alright, let's do an activity. Here are some tasks performed by output devices. You need to find the correct output device. Let's do it. First one, produces sound from the computer. Yes, it is speaker. Prints documents on a paper. Then it should be printer. project the display onto a larger screen. That means it should be multimedia projector. Good. Previously, I told you that processing is done with the help of CPU and main memory. Let's first learn about CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. First letter of each word forms the short name CPU, which we commonly use today. Has anyone here seen a CPU before? Okay, this is a CPU. The CPU controls the computer and processes data according to given instructions. Actually, the CPU is located inside the system unit attached to the motherboard. That means it cannot be seen from the outside. Next, the main memory. This device is used to store data, information and instruction temporarily. It is called main memory. It is also known as RAM. Just like the CPU, RAM is fitted on the motherboard, which means you cannot see it from the outside. Now we know about input devices, output devices and the devices that handle processing. So which type of device do we need to learn about next? Good. Now let's learn storage devices. Storage devices are used to store data, information and instruction for future use. Here are some examples of storage devices. Can you identify them? Good. CD, DVD, Blu-ray, pen drive. This is an internal hard drive which is installed inside the system unit. There are also external hard drive that can be connected to a PC using USB port. Okay. Finally, communication devices. Communication devices are used to exchange, process data and information between computers or other devices. Some examples of communication devices are network interface card, modem, router. Okay, now it's time for your homework. You have to complete workbook activity 1.2. Thank you everyone. See you in the next class.